which I want to circle back to because it's very important. I do want to show a clip of how you two interact during this series, and this is where Miep is meeting Otto and applying for a job. If we could play that.
Football assistant.
My school team, I sprained my ankle, so I helped the coach.
I was hoping for someone with a bit more secretarial experience.
Well, I had to keep track of the schedule, so it had secretarial elements.
As you can see, I'm new to the language and the local customs, so it's important for me too.
Ich kann gut verstehen, wie Sie sich befinden. Ich komme aus Wien.
Sie haben keinen Akzent?
Ich wollte nicht auffallen, also habe ich den Akzent schnell verlernt. Which shows that I'm a fast learner.
I'm sure you are. And once we're up and running, we'll need more people, so why don't you come back in a few months?
My parents are going to make me marry my brother if I don't get a job. But it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm adopted, but still, would you want to marry your brother? Don't answer that. I mean, I don't even know if you have a brother, but I don't mean it literally. I just mean I'm desperate.
So what I love about that scene, and I think I love about your performance throughout this, Bel, is that I did not come into an 8-part series on the anything involving Anne Frank thinking, boy, the comedy within, right? And but your performance is wonderful in that way. It's not as if you're doing stand-up, but it is funny and entertaining in that way, and it brings something different to it. I'd love to hear about that, and also I'd love to hear how you two found interacting as together when you were acting together.
Listen, I think, Miep was, and I learned this from kind of reading her book a few times. She wrote a book, Anne Frank Remembered, which is like her first-hand account on the events. And you do really get a sense of like, she was a very vivacious, funny, confident, outspoken woman. And, when we meet her in 1933, she was just kind of like an every woman. Like, she's a young lady that I think we can all relate to. She was newly in love. She was going out and partying too much with her best friend. She was looking for a job. She was a bit directionless. And I think, that relatability is a great way into like getting people to connect to this story in a new way. And in terms of like the comedy in it and the funniness, whatever, like, tragedy doesn't exist without comedy. And I think that if we'd played this show out in a really kind of like heavy-handed, really just depressing way, like that's not true to life. And we know the overarching facts. Like we know 6 million Jews were killed. We know what Hitler did. Like we've learned about all of that. We know about the part of history, but this is about humanizing these people. And we all lived through the pandemic. It was a horrible situation for everyone, but I'm sure everyone can relate to trying to find lightness in that and laughter. And I think, yeah, that's what we were trying to do here with that kind of balance of, funny moments in this very tragic story. I think that makes it more like real life.